Hey, we are live. How is everybody doing out there in internet land? Okay. Hey, do me a favor. I want to welcome everyone, first of all. All right. That's a sign we're live. Cool. All right. So I want to welcome everyone here tonight. Right now it is about 6 p.m. Pacific, and I'm on the Pacific time. I'm on Pacific time because I am broadcasting here from Las Vegas in my home office. But I want to welcome everyone here. Uh, let's see here. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. I've done these before where, I just am talking and sometimes people can't hear me and I end up talking to the black hole. So do me a favor. Go ahead and comment in the chat. Let me know if you can see my picture and if you can hear me loud and clear. Go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and just give me a quick hello. Hey, how you doing, Joyce? All right. In fact, let me know. Let me know where you're logging in from tonight. The internet is pretty cool because you can. I'm going to mute the chat there. You can actually, connect with people all over the world. So, hey, what's up, Becky? Let me know where you are logging in from tonight. I'm coming in from Las Vegas right now. In a few days, actually, we'll be in Honolulu, Hawaii. Hey, Lacey, Washington. All right. Love Washington, man. I love Washington. Hey, Canada. Canada's in the house. Hey, Hassan from Fargo, North Dakota. Welcome. All right. I see you, Honolulu, Hawaii. Kaneohe, Hawaii. Oh, that's almost back in my my old stomping grounds where I grew up. Okay, cool. All right. So let's see. So before we get started, I'm glad you guys could see and hear my voice. We got a lot to cover tonight, okay? And this is a master class, okay? So if you've been getting some of the emails, if you've been kind of, looking and watching online, this is extremely important because this master class that we're going to be going over tonight, that we're going to be presenting, is very, very different. And I'm going to dive into that here in a little bit. But I just want to introduce myself first. My name is Ray Kakuda. I've been marketing online for almost going on 5 years now, and it's been a pretty wild ride. And I'll dive into my story here in a little bit. I won't get into it too much, but I want to let you know I'm super excited to be here tonight. What I'm going to be showing you is very cutting edge and time sensitive. And if you've been looking for something, if you've been looking for different results, then I got to tell you, you're in the right place. So make sure you're ready to take some notes. If you have a pen, paper, or whatever, make sure you got that handy because I'm going to be going over a lot of facts and figures. And it's really, really for you. It's really to show you how big an opportunity there is on the internet. Okay, so that said, let me get my screen set up here, and you should be able to see the endless tunnel of Google here in a second. All right, you probably can see that. And boom. Go ahead and let me know if you can see my screen. It says welcome. Has a picture of my wife and I. We were actually at the Hard Rock Hotel on Lake Tahoe. Yeah, go ahead and let me know. Go ahead and let me know that you can see that. Oh, shoot, I lost it. Where did it go? Here it is. Okay. Go ahead and comment. Let me know you can see me. See the picture. All right. Good. And this is going to fill up, by the way. There's going to be a lot of people on. And, I just want to say I have some moderators on the chat. So they'll be watching that and helping to answer some questions. But if you have any questions, probably just save it till the end because I'm going to have some Q&A at the end, and I'm going to open it up where I can probably answer it more specifically. But in case there's any real pressing questions or anything, go ahead and make sure you're logged into the chat role so you can ask any questions. I got some moderators that'll help out. Okay, and by the way, keep it clean because I've done some of these where there's people from there's some trolls and stuff. And by the way, we want to make it a great experience for everyone. Okay, so that said, let's dive in. So tonight I'm going to show you how to launch your own highly profitable digital affiliate marketing career without quitting your day job or having to be techie. And this is extremely important to know, because normally people look at opportunities and they think they have to make a huge career change, or they think they got to be really up to speed on technology. And I'm just here to tell you point blank, you don't. You know, you don't have to quit your day job. In fact, you can keep doing what you're doing, but you can build this part-time on the side. That's how I got started. And that's how I've been able to help a lot of people, tons of people, get started inside of this digital affiliate marketing space and launch a career online and generate a lot of revenue. And you don't have to be techie. You don't have to understand a lot of code or anything. And now maybe that's different. You know, it was different maybe years ago when you had to know that stuff. But with technology advancing and the tools that are becoming so simple to use, you do not have to do that. You don't have to know a lot. So my goal tonight is to really show you and empower you and open up your mind about how simple some strategies are that I'm going to show you, and how simple it is to really create an income online and start an online business. And I want to show you really what's possible for you, because a lot of people, I think, you know, kind of get started and they want to learn, they want to have a business online. They know that the internet is where it's at. They just, you know, they just honestly are overwhelmed and they think it's too hard. But honestly, I'm here to tell you it's not. So my goal tonight is to really deliver some good value to you and show you how simple it is. So stick with me to the end. Okay, stick with me to the very end, because I promise you what you're going to see tonight is very, very different from what's out there in the marketplace. And by the way, if you're watching the email, we're actually going to give away a $50 Amazon gift card. Okay. Now I had asked a question on one of the emails that I sent out, and I just asked for a simple reply. Okay. And there was a whole bunch of you that replied to that question. So I'm actually going to have one of my moderators go and pull up a name randomly, and then we're going to award that person a $50 gift card. And by the way, I love an interactive session. Okay, I hate it when I'm the only one talking. Don't you hate that, right? You know, it's only like one way. I don't like that. So let's do this. Let's make it as interactive as possible. Okay, so if I ask you a question, just go ahead and comment. You know, comment with you know, something, you know, and or ask a question or something, because it makes it more fun. You know what I'm saying? It makes it more fun where it's not just a one-way thing. Okay, and also I'm going to talk about our $5,000 guarantee. This is really our $5,000 assurance program, and I'll get more into that. But basically, we're gonna show you how what we have, our blueprint, the blueprint that we've put together, is so fine-tuned that we pretty much guarantee that if you follow some simple steps, you're going to make a lot of money. Okay. So, in addition to that, there's some free bonuses. And if you read the emails, they're probably talked about those. There's additional bonuses worth over $500. It's pretty exciting. So stick with us here. Okay. So what makes this different? What makes this different? If you're someone who's been in the internet, or just surfing Facebook, or you know, Instagram, YouTube, things like that, you probably have been bombarded with a bunch of data. You've probably been seeing a lot of different things. So I'm here to tell you that what you're going to see tonight is extremely different from anything else in the marketplace. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of fluff out there. And that's not to say everything is like that, but there is a lot. And I've been around for the last almost 5 years. And I can tell you that there's some really quality stuff. And because I've been around and I've been able to build successful offline businesses as well as online, I was driven to create this, pretty much this digital affiliate marketing career blueprint that anyone can follow and get extremely great results. And I'm going to be covering some of that. So stick with us here, because that is extremely different from anything else out there. So let's talk about if this is for you, because you know what, I value your time. I honestly do, and I value my time. Money's time, and time is money. So let's go over some things to see if this is for you. So this online workshop is for you if you're looking for something that you can do part-time and can really eventually replace your full-time income. And if you're sick and tired of having, more month than money left over, if you're an action taker. If you consider yourself like a go-getter, and when you see something you want, man, you just want to go after it. You just want to take action. You just want to have, start getting the results. If you're an action taker, then this is for you. If you aren't afraid of effort or hard work, right? And a lot of people think like there's some thing out there that you can do nothing, make money. I'm here to tell you that doesn't exist. But if you're someone who's not afraid of effort and putting in hard work or putting in or learning new skills, then this is for you. If you don't want to be ordinary and you want to be part of the extraordinary, then this is for you. If you like challenge, if you're someone who loves challenge and loves being part of something cutting edge and wants to be on the forefront of technology and really on the forefront of change and everything, then this is for you. And if you consider yourself a leader, if you like to stand out of the crowd, if you like to help others, if you enjoy, right, if you love enjoying life and creating memories and just going out and living life to its fullest, then guess what? This online workshop, this master class is for you. Now, on the flip side, this online master class is not for you if you're someone who's barely getting by. And I'm not going to judge anyone by where they are in life, okay, financially or emotionally or anything like that, right? I'm not here to judge anyone on their socioeconomic status, but I'm here to tell you that what I'm going to be revealing inside of our blueprint, this is a real business. This is a real business that's going to give you real results, right? So if you're someone just barely getting by, maybe you're unemployed right now, you don't have any money, and you're really hurting. I'm just going to tell you, maybe now's not the right time. I'm not saying you can't do this, but maybe right now is not the right time. Okay. If you're a tire kicker, meaning, you like to kind of just check things out and maybe watch for maybe, a few months, or maybe make sure like, oh, it's there, maybe 6-7 months later, then, this isn't for you. And again, if you're looking for that easy button, if you're someone who thinks like, you just want to do something and make quick money, right? Then honestly, this isn't for you because it doesn't exist. Honestly, it doesn't exist. If you're looking for a handout, if you're looking to someone to just give you a handout and you're not willing to do any work, then this isn't for you. Oh, how about this? Full of excuses. We all know people like that. That every time that there's an opportunity, anytime that there's some thing that's really, that could be life-changing and there's something to really make happen, and they're full of excuses. Or if you ever get rich quick mentality, if you think that you can sit on the couch and, push that button and, within 30 days, you're going to make 6 figures online. That doesn't exist. That's not for you. Or this is an interesting one. Maybe you're resistant to money. And believe it or not, there are people like that. There's some people that are resistant to money for some strange reason, and for example, I'll explain this. This is an interesting one. Some people say, money doesn't buy happiness. You ever heard that before, right? Money doesn't buy happiness. I totally get it. Money doesn't buy happiness, but money's a tool. Money's a tool that can accomplish great things in the hands of, really, great people with integrity, and it can really do some harm in the wrong hands of people with a lack of integrity. And that puts people in a position sometimes where they're resistant to money, and that's why they don't have any. Okay, so if that's someone like you, then this isn't for you. Or if you're negative, if you're a naysayer, if you're someone that always puts people down, right, and say, oh no, that's not going to work. Are you serious? You really telling me that you're going to accomplish that goal? And I hear from some of those people, In fact, if that's you and you plan to go and comment on the chat, just don't do it, because we're probably going to boot you off, because we want to keep it, a great experience for everyone. So that said, I'm going to be totally upfront with you. There is no surprise or catch, right? There's nothing that is going to be any bait and switch. I'm going to just be open and honest the whole way. Okay. And maybe you're someone that already has some online experience. I asked that question on the email I sent out the other day. Let me know if you have prior online experience, whether it's through something like Facebook or Amazon or eBay or anything, and it really doesn't matter. But if you're someone who has online experience, this is going to be great, because this is stuff that you probably haven't really dove into. Okay. Or maybe Maybe you already know that you want our coaching and training. Maybe you already know because you've seen it before. You've been following some of our videos. Maybe you've watched some of these, these webinars or trainings before, and you're here and you're like, you know what? It's my time, man. I'm just ready to go. If that is you, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a button available for you to get started. Okay, so I'm going to ask one of my moderators to just enable that button. And if you're watching this on a computer, the button should appear below your computer, below the video screen. Okay, below the video screen. Now, if you're already on here, you might need to refresh your page to see it. Okay, but if you're watching this and it might appear, or if you're watching this on your mobile device, again, you either might need to refresh your browser or scroll down the page. Go down a little farther and you'll see the button. Okay, and that'll take you to the page where you can get started and we can start working together. So that's it. I'll let you know right now, I'm just a regular guy. Okay, I'm no one special. I definitely do not try to put myself on a pedestal. I was born and raised in Honolulu, Hawaii, and very conservative family. And, along the way, I always heard, Ray, go to school, get a good education, get a good job, and everything will be fine. How many of you heard that before growing up? That, hey, go to school, get a good education, and you know what? You can get a good job and you will be successful. I heard that as well. And you know what? It didn't work out that way. I just really couldn't find my way. So I ended up joining the Army. I served in the U.S. Army, in the Armed Forces, for 8 years. And probably one of the best decisions I made. Super proud of what I was able to accomplish. Brought out a lot of leadership qualities that I had, and I really grew up fast. And so, if there's any veterans out there that are watching this, hats off to you. Thank you for your service. Sincerely, thank you. And I ended up coming back home, and I climbed the corporate ladder for over 25 years. I didn't have a college degree, but you know what? I really wrapped my mind around the success of climbing the corporate ladder, and I did. And eventually found myself in the corner office, had the rubber tree plant, had this nice fancy house on the ridge overlooking the Pacific Ocean, beautiful cars in the driveway, 3 BMWs. People thought I made it big. But on the inside, man, I was in pain. I was working 7 days a week, 15-hour days. And I don't know, maybe you're someone like that. Maybe you're not in corporate, but maybe you're working 2 or 3 jobs, and the end result is 7 days a week, 15-hour days, because that's where I was at. And I was getting really burnt out. And I got to tell you, I was looking for something else. So I left the corporate world, and I went out and I built my own brick and mortar businesses. I had retail kiosks in the malls. My wife over there, you can see her in the picture. She had other retail stores, and we became business owners because we thought the American dream was about that. We thought that, being able to live the American dream was to make our own decisions and be your own boss. And that's what we did. But guess what? The businesses we opened up to own, and at one point I had 5 retail locations, about 50 employees, overhead up the yin yang. It was crazy. They owned me. The business owned me. I could never, ever leave. In fact, I want to share with you a quick line in the sand moment. I call it a line in the sand moment. And, and I'm proud of this. In fact, before I used to be embarrassed about it, but now I realize that there's power in the story. There's power in being in the journey and sharing that with people. And when I was in the heat of battle, right, when I was just cranking away, trying to make my way through this business, through owning all my retail locations, and I was just being an entrepreneur, I was working like every single day. In fact, I'd wake up early and I'd come home late. And I remember this one time where I came home and I was just exhausted. And my daughter, as you can see in that picture, back then she was about 3 months old. And I remember coming home, walking up actually dragging myself up the stairs, just beat up from the day. I remember walking upstairs, going to her bedroom. And as I stood there watching her sleep, standing next to her crib, it was like someone punched me in the gut, because I was standing there and I couldn't remember the last time I picked her up and carried her, because I was always working. I was never home. Work consumed me, right? Work was my life. my business, right? My retail business, my work was my life. And at that moment, there was a line in the sand where I realized that I couldn't keep doing that. I couldn't keep that schedule up for the next 20 to 30 years of my life and end up a statistic and end up, because I was already a part-time father and a distant husband, and I couldn't see myself becoming, an absentee father and a non-existent husband, right? A statistic. I couldn't see myself doing that. And that's where I made the decision. I made the decision that something had to change. And I found it on the internet. I was on Facebook one morning and I saw a link and I clicked it and it took me to a video, and I watched that video and it opened up a world I never knew existed. And that was about almost 4.5 years ago. And ever since then, it's been a wild ride. I was able to build a business, scale up my income, and the rest is history. And today I was able to retire my wife. I was able to, sell off those businesses. And today we're free. We live a free life. We're able to travel. We have a home in Vegas. We have a home in Hawaii, and we're looking to get other locations that we can live in. I'm here to tell you that the dream is real. And what I'm going to show you tonight, the blueprint I'm going to reveal to you, is the exact same process that I used, and literally tons of people have followed and gotten results. So that said, I'm going to turn off my distractions. I'm going to turn my phone off. I'm going to make sure my email is off. I have a couple computers here. I'm going to turn that off, close out Facebook. I'm going to give you my 100% attention for the next short amount of time that we have together. Why? Because I respect your time. Okay? I respect your time. And all I ask is you do the same. If you're in a place where there's a lot of noise, just go to a quiet area. Okay? Just close out Facebook. Close out your email. Just focus. Put the headset on, and just focus on this for the next shorter time, because I'm telling you that this could be that one thing, right? This, in fact, I almost, in my heart of hearts, I know this is the thing that you've been waiting for. Now, I've done a lot of things right, and I've done a lot of things wrong. And after doing this for the last 4 years and building a 7-figure online business, I found that most people think creating an online income is hard. In fact, most people just don't know where and how to start. And most people are making it way too difficult when in fact it is extremely simple. And I've discovered this the hard way. And here's the great thing. You get the cheat and get the easy way, because when it comes to business, especially in the online industry, when you're talking about digital affiliate marketing, launching your own online business career, it's simple. You find something that is successful and copy it, which is the opposite of what we're taught in school, right? In school, if you copy, you get in trouble. Trust me, that was me. Copy someone's homework and get in trouble. But here, you copy, you get the results of whatever that successful formula was. Because once you have the access to the right system, support, and mentorship, creating results you want in life is very simple, like these. In this particular month, I generated thousands of dollars. In fact, this month I generated over $9,000 part-time on the side, on autopilot. In fact, I was away from my computer and not really working my business for over a week, and I still generated that income. And this is back in 2014. You know what I'm saying? This is shortly after I got started. Another quick example, short 8-day run. Here's what I want you to focus on. Okay, a couple days. 22nd of the month, you see that? $1,900 in a single day. 26th of the month, $1,700 in a single day. Over $4,000 flowed into my online account in 8 days. Earning money online and on autopilot. That, my friend, is freedom. So why am I showing you this? Well, I'm not showing you this to impress you at all. Trust me, I don't like to brag or boast. I'm not that kind of person. In fact, I'm not showing you this to impress you, but more so to impress upon you of what's possible for you. What's possible for you when you have access to the online system I use. And that was income back in like 2014. Today, it is much bigger. You know what I'm saying? There's way more money than that. So quick income disclaimer, just because I'm talking about money, right? I got to throw this out. Income claims made in this presentation are intended, not intended as a guarantee of income. Instead, they're designed really to give you an idea of what's possible for you. See, with any business, right, your results may vary and will be based on your individual capacity, business experience, expertise, and level of desire. My results are not typical because I choose not to be typical. I'm not typical. And I really believe that you're here watching this because you are the same. You're not typical as well, because the average typical person wouldn't be here watching this online masterclass. The average typical person would not be, dedicating time to seeing how they can better their lives. The average person, right? The typical person is out there right now, just maybe zoned out in front of the TV. They're stuck in rush hour traffic and, they're hanging out with the guys, sucking some beer up, or they're not here. So congratulations, kudos to you if you're watching this, because you already, by doing that, have already separated yourself from the masses. So I'm going to go over 3 secrets, okay? And these 3 secrets, I can honestly say, had a huge part in my success and many other people's success inside of this digital affiliate marketing space. So secret number 1, I'm going to show you how to create an income from anywhere in the world 24/7 while you sleep. And I know that might sound pretty wild to some of you if you're seeing this for the first time, but you know what? That's how it works. The internet never sleeps, man. It's on 24/7. I'm going to show you how you can earn more in 10 to 15 hours a week than others working 40 to 60 hours a week. Because it's not amount of time that you put into a venture, right? It's what you can create with automation. Secret number 3, how to increase your income by 800% with just a few simple tweaks. And honestly, this is the simplest thing I've ever done to create income online. This is the simplest thing. And as a special bonus, I'm going to show you how to reverse engineer your income, any income you desire, with just a simple mathematical formula that even a 4th grader can understand, right? And honestly, this is going to blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind when you see this and how simple it is. My daughter is in the 4th grade. In fact, we homeschool her now. She just completed the 4th grade. And showing her this formula, she gets it. Honestly, it's not rocket science. There's a quote I want to share with you by William Arthur Ward. The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. And the realist adjusts the sails. You see, we will all have winds. The winds blowing our sails, right? Winds of change. And the pessimists out there end up just complaining about it. Woe is me. There was the victim. Well, the optimist, who's always positive, is pretty much expecting it to change. But the realists, the ones who take action, the ones that do something about it, they adjust their sails, and they're the ones that are able to get the results they want. So I'm going to show you something that could be that one thing, the catalyst. And if you are willing to adjust your sails, you can get those results. So the numbers tell a story. 3,731,973,423. This is the total population of the internet. Now, that's a big number. Now, when you look at that, right, and compare that to a million, billion, million, it's not the same. It's not the same. If you were to count to a million nonstop, right, it'll take you about a week straight. If you were to count to a billion nonstop, right, it's going to take you years. It's going to take you years. So there's a big difference. And when you're looking at the internet and there's over 3.7 billion people online, my friend, that is a huge number. That's a lot of people. Now, what do you think people are doing on the internet with most of their time? What are they spending their time doing? Where are they on the internet? Or according to this website called Alexa.com, this website tracks the most visited websites in the world, and the most popular websites are Google, Facebook, and YouTube. So let's put this to the test. Okay, go ahead and type in the chat there. Just let me know Which one of these websites that you've been on in the last 24 to 48 hours? Has it been Google? Has it been Facebook? Or has it been YouTube? Or I bet, has it been all three? If it's been all three, go ahead and type all three. Because I promise you, the majority of people right out there have been on all three. And if you're like most people, then you've been on all three. Pretty wild, right? Yeah, and I'm talking about people all over the world. All over the world. And I just heard a statistic this morning, that Facebook hit 2 billion subscribers worldwide. 2 billion. That's a lot of people. So that said, let me ask you a question. Do you agree that the internet is not going away? Do you agree that the internet is here to stay? Do you agree that's here to stay? If you agree that it's here to stay, go ahead and type a 1. Let me know. Go ahead and type a 1 in there. Because back in the day when I remember being in the Army and we started building computers and things like that, and people were talking about the internet, and the big thing about the internet was email. It's interesting how one technology, right? One piece of technology like email just revolutionized the world. But people are saying like, oh, you know what? Back then, the internet, maybe it's just this hype thing, but you know what? I don't think it's going away. In fact, I think it's here to stay. We will see more changes in the next 5 to 10 years. Evolution in technology. I'm talking like artificial intelligence, cars driving themselves, advancements in technology and health and wellness and everything in the next 5 to 10 years that dwarfs history. We will be seeing changes like never before. And a big part of that is the internet. So there's basically a few critical components that you need to get started, okay? The first one is you need to have an online offer. If you're gonna start a career online, even part-time, you need to have an offer. And basically what an offer is something you're gonna sell. You need to have traffic and audience. You need to drive traffic, and you need to be able to target an audience, people looking for what you have to sell. And then you need to have an online funnel. Basically, this is the thing that automates the majority of the things in your business. It'll free up your time, right? You'll be able to generate income basically around the clock with this funnel if you build it right. So let's talk about the online offers first. What an online offer is basically something you're going to sell that people are going to buy. And that could be anything, right? It could be something on eBay. It could be anything. Well, I'll show you how common this is. Anything that, and honestly, you don't have to create it. You don't have to make something to sell it. Some people think, well, an offer, okay, I got to have an offer. Well, okay, I got to make something. I got to create something. No, you don't. You can just be an affiliate and you can sell other people's things. For example, did you know that Best Buy, one of the most branded companies in the world, you can become an affiliate for Best Buy. That means you can sign up, and basically if you had the means to promote their products, someone could buy something from Best Buy online, and because they clicked on your link, you, my friend, would get paid a commission for that. Unreal, that's pretty cool, right? Things like ClickBank. ClickBank is a house that houses, gosh, like tons of offers, right? And you can see there on the left, you got that, arts and entertainment, right? Betting systems, business and investing, computers, internet, cooking, Wi-Fi. I mean, so many things. And each of those categories literally has hundreds, if not thousands, of affiliate offers. Okay, you can just sign up for ClickBank and you can have access to those offers. Another one is a company called ClickSure. ClickSure is a company that you can actually become an affiliate for and has tons of offers. And I'm just showing you a few because I want you to realize how common this is. People just don't realize that it's out there. It's right at the tip of your fingertips. It's right there. In fact, Nordstrom has an affiliate program. Target has an affiliate program, right? Amazon has an affiliate program. I mean, heck, people are buying stuff all the time from those sites. And just imagine if you could have your affiliate link, they click on it and buy it from the store, that store, that company is going to send you a check, So the critical components again, right? We talked about the online offer. It's all over the place. It's so easy. It's so simple. Let's talk about traffic and audience. Okay, traffic and audience. This is the thing you need to understand. You can have whatever offer you want, but you need to be able to target the right customers to see that offer. You got to put your offer in front of the people who are looking. And once you can do that, you're going to be able to make sales. But you have to connect the two together. There's this thing called Google AdWords. If you have a Gmail account, by the way, okay, you have access to this. I know you probably didn't know that, but this is where you can actually use Google AdWords. Okay, you can use these keyword finders, the keyword planner, and you can search keywords. So for example, if you wanted to look up keywords, let's say your offer was for someone losing weight, right? You're gonna be able to sell something about weight loss. You can go and actually see how many monthly searches that people are looking for that category, weight loss, because Google tracks all that with their analytics. So if you were to type in weight loss, right, in the keywords there and do a search, you're gonna see that there's basically 1,220,000 searches every month just in the keyword weight loss. And there's other keywords, but Google, the keyword planner, is available to you if you have a Gmail. And you know how many Gmails you can create. You can create multiple Gmails, and you have access to this. Now, Facebook. Facebook is another huge platform, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can leverage Facebook. And by the way, if you have a Facebook account, again, you have this ads manager. It's called an ads manager. You can actually go into Facebook and go into the business manager, okay? And simply by creating, like, we can show you how you can create like a fan page, a business page. And from there, you can actually have access to this ads manager. And this ads manager, we can use this to create ads, and you can run ads on Facebook. In fact, in this section of the ads manager, I show you how you can actually choose, you know, for example, the top 5 English-speaking countries: United States, Australia, UK, Canada, and New Zealand, right? These top countries, if you were to put those in a search, it would actually give you, look at that potential reach, 33 million people available. The audience in just those locations are 33 million. And then what you can do is you can actually laser target your audience. And there's this place in here that you can actually detail your targeting, right? So you can put like extreme weight loss, right? Or weight loss and fitness. And what that does is, okay, it'll pull up all these different categories. And when you put those in, basically your ad is going to be able to show up in the news feeds and show up in front of people's Facebook accounts that are interested in your weight loss, because they've already profiled them inside of their Facebook account. And when you do that, look at this, 24 million. You can do like ages anywhere from like 21 to 55, gender, men and women. You can select men or women. You can do English in different languages, right? And just by these parameters, you can laser target your offer and put it in front of people that are looking for what you have. And then you can watch this. You can schedule your ad with an ad budget. If I was to do this with just a $5 a day ad budget, okay, look at the estimated daily reach. You see up there in the top right, that means anywhere from 480 to 3,000 people a day on just $5 a day are going to see your ad. And again, if you have a Facebook account, you have this ads manager, you know, and when you look at that, I mean, this is just a screenshot, but it's a lot of targeting, and it's so simple to do. So we talked about your online offer. We talked about your audience and driving traffic and identifying that traffic. Now let's talk about the online funnel. This is the fun part. I'm going to show you how to put this together. Okay, let's talk about the funnel. So when you actually have an online business, you're going to be able to access some tools and put together an online funnel. Basically, these are websites. These are pages that you can build, and you can customize it, and people can go to your page, click it, and they can make a purchase and buy. And when they do, you make money. Okay, so you need an offer. Okay, remember that offer we talked about? And then you have your funnel. And what happens is, when you have your funnel, you can go and drive traffic from the people online. Remember, we talked about that, right? There's over 3 billion people online. Once you can drive that traffic into your funnel, people are going to see your online offer. And when they see your online offer, because you put your offer in front of the people who are looking, guess what? They make purchases. And when they make purchases, money comes out the other end. This is called e-commerce, right? This is how business gets done online. And every single time someone buys something online, this is the exact thing that happens. It's just that they don't realize that they're going through a funnel. You've bought something online. You've actually gone through someone's funnel to make that purchase. So I'm going to show you how we do this. I'm going to show you how you can actually put this together in a very, very simple fashion. So the first thing we need is we need to have an online ad, okay? And you can do that, like I showed you, for example, with Facebook. Now you can do that with Instagram. You can do that with YouTube. You know, you can do it in all these different platforms. But basically, we're going to place an online ad that basically has a headline and a button, okay? And then someone sees your ad, they're going to be taken to what's called a squeeze page or a landing page. And this basically, it's a site that you can build with a tool called Lead Pages. Okay, Lead Pages is a tool that you can use to build these landing pages, and they're already templates. It is so simple to use. You just go to that section of the template, fill in whatever headline or copy you want, and then customize the button, and you're done. Okay, so people see your ad, they go to your page, and what they do is they enter their name or enter their email because they're interested in your offer, and from there, they're forwarded to your offer. That means they go to your site that explains what the offer is. It could be whatever, shoes, socks, whatever. And they can see that offer and they can buy it. Now, here's the thing. Okay, I'll give you an example of this. Okay, so when I was, we moved to Vegas, right? So we were kind of, putting together this house and filling the house up with furniture. And there's this desk that I wanted, okay? And it's the desk that you can automatically push a button and the thing raises up. So you can actually work standing up, which is good for your posture, right? And you push the button and it lowers automatically, right? It's motorized, right? So I saw this desk that I wanted, and there was a bunch of them. But when I was looking online, I saw an ad online, okay? And I went to a page, I entered my email, and it took me, right? No, and actually they took me to that offer where I saw the desk. Now, I knew I was looking at different desks, so I didn't want to buy at that time. So I saw the desk, I saw the price, and it was like, I think it was maybe like $1,000. It wasn't that much, but I wasn't ready to buy. So guess what? I left the page. Okay, I left the page. I said, oh, you know what? I'll check it out later, because I wasn't really ready to buy back then. Okay. Now, in most cases, people are like that. They don't see an ad and go to it and buy right away. In fact, majority of the time, I would say 80 to 90% of the time, people don't buy like that. Okay, they like to look at things. They like to look around. So what happens if you send them directly to the offer? Well, if they don't buy, then you got to follow up. That's why what we do is we teach you how to collect their email, okay, or their information. And what that happens is it goes into what's called an autoresponder. And an autoresponder can be a tool that we teach you how to use. It's called GetResponse. Could be Aweber or GetResponse, right? But we have training and stuff on how you can use GetResponse. So you can get this as inexpensive as like $19 a month. It's super, super inexpensive. But you can start off and get this autoresponder. Basically what happens is that information, that email goes in there. And you use that to basically communicate with the people that you start to build your list, okay, your leads. You deliver value. You present your call to action. So what happens is, for the people that go and see your offer and they don't buy, you can email them. Okay, you can email them, hey, you know what? I got this other offer you can look at, or I got this, and hey, by the way, they're having a discount on this, and you can look at this and email them. And this is all done on autopilot, right? You just program the emails to automatically go out, and you can do it one time, and your hands off. The autoresponder does it automatically. And then along the way, people are going to get value from your emails, and they're going to finally make a decision, and they buy. And guess what? You make money. This, my friend, is the automated funnel. This is how automated funnels work. And guess what? When you're generating income with a funnel like this, you're going to be able to make income and have income, like commission notifications coming in 24/7. I'm talking like when I wake up in the morning, I check my email, I see commission notifications coming in around the clock. And you can have that because you've built this automated funnel. Pretty awesome, huh? Pretty cool, right? But wait, there's more. I'm going to show you the difference between having a front end and back end offers. Okay. So what I showed you basically is a front end. That means you have an offer that people can click and they see it and they buy. Okay. And when they make that purchase, you make money. But guess what? There's a thing called back-end offers, because that was a front-end offer. Now I'm going to show you how you can create a back-end offer. And basically a back-end offer are these other one-time offers. So for example, let's talk about weight loss again. Let's say your front end, right? Your front end offer was how to lose weight in 30 days. Okay? How you can lose 10 pounds in 30 days. Well, that's a pretty cool offer. And if you had a plan or a product or service that they could buy, they could make that purchase. And when they make that purchase, you make money. But let's say you also sent them to another offer after that called a one-time offer, OTO number one. Okay, that's a back-end offer. And let's say this. Let's say it was a meal plan. Okay, you had a meal plan that you could offer them. And let's say in addition to our weight loss where you can lose 10 pounds in 30 days, if you get this meal plan, it'll actually enhance your weight loss where you can lose 15 pounds in 30 days, right? So they see that and they make a purchase and they buy. Well, you can also throw in another back-end offer, right? And send them another back-end offer. And so they'll see in addition to that meal plan, maybe you have an exercise plan that you can put together. And you can say, hey, follow this exercise routine. And now you can lose 20 pounds in 30 days by following this exercise plan in addition to that meal plan. And so when people buy, you make more money, right? And let's say they go to another offer, okay? And maybe you're offering maybe you're offering some kind of extra bonus that they could get on, how to use this special technology or the supplements, right? You can use these supplements that will not only help them lose weight, but it'll actually make them, healthier and gain more muscle mass. And so when they see that and they make a purchase, you make more money. Now, what we call these is an upsell sequence. It's an upsell sequence. And this is happening all over the place. This is happening all the time. What this does is, right, this upsell sequence, this is basically delivering more value to the marketplace. It's enhancing the customer experience. People love to buy. They hate to be sold, but they love to buy, right? And when you give them value, they're really happy. So let me ask you something, right? Does this look familiar? Have you ever seen this? Do you want fries with that? Does that look familiar? Right? Go ahead and type yes if that sounds familiar. And let me explain this. Let me give you some history on this. Okay, McDonald's spends an average about, I would say like $1, close to $1.50 per customer in advertising. That means every single person out there, a customer of McDonald's, went their ad budget. Okay, their average cost per customer is like $1.50. So they're advertising $1.50. Now, you know that people come in and they order off the 99-cent menu, right? 99-cent cheeseburger or whatever. Well, if they did that, they spent $1.50 per customer in advertising, but every customer that came in only spent 99 cents, they would lose money. So what they did was they added these add-ons, okay? They put these add-ons like, hey, would you like fries with that? Hey, would you like an apple pie with that? In fact, the upsell now is, hey, would you like to supersize that? Would you like a medium or a large, right? They upsell you. Why? Because now people are buying like a $3 or $4 or $5, combo meal, but their advertising costs were $1.50. Now they're in profit. Here's another one. Tell me if this looks familiar. Any of you bought anything from Amazon, right? You go on Amazon and you buy, say, a camera, right? Or you buy something. Well, the thing pops up, right, as you're checking out saying, hey, people also bought this. They bought an SD card. They bought a camera case, right? You guys ever saw that? Yeah, I see it all the time, all right? And I end up usually adding that stuff on, How about this? How many of you have booked an airline ticket online? You use Travelocity, Expedia, or something, right? Or even the regular airlines, right? Like I was booking my flight back to Hawaii from Vegas, okay? And I don't know. I love to do this because I'm always someone looking like, hey man, maybe something might happen. So you see like, hey, protect your trip, recommended. Don't miss out. Not available after booking, right? You can actually protect your trip. Okay. So if you paid like a few $100, just for $20, you can get this trip insurance. And if anything happens, right, any kind of unexpected emergency happens, guess what? You're covered because then you can rebook for no fees. Now, if you don't get it, look at this. You can say no, I'm willing to risk my $280.20 trip. Okay. But I do it all the time, right? They upsell you, right? That's an upsell. Or how about this? Any of you go to wash your car, these car washes, right? They have the basic, but hey, no, you should look at our deluxe, right? Because it comes with this, or a premium deluxe wash, or the works. You can get all this with the included wax that actually, you know, makes water bead off your car for 90 days, just $15. Does that look familiar? Yeah, it's there all over the place. And you know what? It's totally fine. Because why upsell? What enhances the customer experience, right? If it's done with integrity, it creates a win-win. People are happy. The customer experience is a better shopping experience because then they're more likely to return and buy something again. And you generate more revenue. Now think about this. We're just building an online funnel. We're just building an online funnel, right? It's nothing really magical about it. I showed you, you know, I told you about the tool Lead Pages, right? I told you about the tool called Get Response. You can get those and you can connect them together and you can build these pages extremely simple. And then you just get an offer and you market it and it's coming in 24/7. You have sales coming in 24/7. You know, again, we're just driving traffic to your funnel and people are making a purchase. Now I want to show you something called ROI. It's called return on investment. Any of you ever heard of ROI? It's the ability to invest an amount and get a bigger return off that investment. So imagine this. Imagine this. Let's talk about an ROI of 1 to 5, okay, or 5 to 1, depending how you want to say it. The best way I can describe it is this. Imagine if you had like a machine in your house, okay, and it's like this little machine sits on your countertop, looks like the size of a coffee maker, okay? So it sits on your countertop, and every time you put $1 in, $5 came back. Yeah, you put $1 in, and it spit out 5 $1 bills. Well, if you put $1 in, you get $5 back, how much money would you put in that thing? Right? You put it in there, all you got, right? You put in everything you got. Because if you're going to put $1 in, you're going to get $5 back. Why wouldn't you do that all day long? But that's exactly how the online market, the digital affiliate marketing space works, right? We show you how to take, you know, an investment of $1 and with an ROI, say 1 to 5, turn that $1 into $5. In fact, we show you how to scale that and turn your $1, invest $100 and get $500. So imagine inside of your funnel, okay, inside of your business. Let's say you had invested $100 into advertising, okay? So you put $100 into your advertising and you're sending traffic to your funnel, people are making purchases, but after that, right, your $100 turns into $500. Would that be pretty cool? That's called profit. And I will take profit over paychecks any day of the week. Because once you understand the power of profit, I don't care if there's a high roller out there and they're making $100,000 in their job. I will take profit over paychecks any day because I can turn $100 into $500. I can turn $1,000 into $5,000. I can turn $10,000 into $50,000. All day long. Once you understand how this works, you are in total control over your paycheck. You can literally write your paycheck. Now, quick question. In this whole process that I showed you how to build a funnel, right? What do you think is the most important piece? What is the greatest asset in this whole thing that you built in your funnel? Is it your ad? Is it your landing or squeeze page? Is it your offer, right? Maybe the offer is the biggest asset. Is it the autoresponder? What is the biggest asset here? Go ahead and type in the comment box. What do you think is the biggest asset that you've put together inside of your funnel? Let's see. I think I see your ad, right? Because obviously your ad is important. I can see people saying offer. Okay, offer. Okay, autoresponder. Right. Your business asset, your greatest asset is your autoresponder. Okay, so let me explain. You're collecting emails, you're building a list. Okay, so when you do that, when you're building a list, the reason why it's your greatest asset is because you can build a list of 1,000 subscribers. You can build a list of 10,000, 100,000. Heck, I know people that have lists of millions of people, and they're behind every single email address is a live body. It's a live body that has wants, needs, and desires. They're looking for things. They're looking for solutions to their problems. And with you, if you have the right offer, you can email your list that offer, and if that offer connects with them, they're going to buy, right? You can offer, and then you can email them another offer and they're going to buy, and then another offer and they're going to buy. See, there's a saying out there. The money is in your list and the fortune is in your follow-up. And once you can understand this, right, and leverage this, and if you have the right blueprint like we have, you can just copy the formula and you can literally turn that list into revenue. Because people are looking for those offers that you have, and they will buy that all day long, every single day. And that's called profit. Once you have that built, you have a very powerful engine. Now, I'll show you how to, remember in the beginning, I showed you how you can increase your income by 800%. Call this the 8X formula. Okay, the 8X formula. And inside of this 8X formula, basically, there's three things called build, optimize, scale. Once you understand the components of how this works and the steps and how to utilize this, you can literally take whatever income you have and you can multiply that 8 times. So let's start with this, the build. Okay, now what we did basically in the build, we already did that. I showed you how to build a funnel. Once you build a funnel, okay, you can do it over and over and over again. But once you build it, and you have income being generated, people are buying stuff through your funnel, okay? What you want to do is you want to go through the next phase, the next step, and go and optimize it. Now, what does optimize mean? Well, basically, we're going to take your funnel that you built, okay, and we're going to make it better. So that means we can take things like your landing page and squeeze page, and we can create a duplicate of it. So we can create your page and we can create a variation B, for example. And what that means is we can maybe change the headline or change the call to action, we change the button, change the text in it on the next page. So we can take and duplicate that page and just change a few things, 1 or 2 things on it. The majority of that page looks the same as the other page, but there's just some slight changes. And we can do what's called a split test. And what a split test means is that we're going to create 2 pages, a landing page, right? One is going to be a variation. Again, we just changed a couple things. So from your ad, what you're going to do with your ad is you're going to split the traffic going to the page. So 50% goes to, the first landing page and 50% goes to the variation. So let's say your first landing page that you created is converting at 10%. That means out of 100 people that saw your page, 10 people clicked and put their email address in. But you also did a variation and you changed the headline. You changed the color of the button or something simple. And by doing that, your variation B starts to convert at 20%. Well, what does that mean? Well, basically, you just increased your conversion from 10% to 20%. You just doubled the conversions. You doubled the amount of people that are actually giving you their information and building your list. Now, I know that might not sound like a lot, but it is huge. It's massive because you can do the same thing on your ad. You can have an ad and you can do a split test and create a variation B on your ad and maybe change the picture on your ad. The ad copy is the same, everything's the same except the picture. Well, you can split test that. And you can go from maybe 2% to 4%. You can also do that with your autoresponder emails. You can change the headline, for example. You can change the subject line. You can change the picture in the email. Okay, and when you do that, you can go from maybe 5% to 10%. It's not uncommon to do that. Have email open rates like 10%. So what do we just do? Follow me here now. Stick with me. We just took, right? We just took conversions from your online ad, for example, and doubled it from 2 to 4. So we basically went from 1 times 2 equals 2. Then we did the same thing with your landing page. Went from 10% to 20%. So we took 2 times 2 equals 4. We just doubled it to 4. And then we did the same thing with your email. Okay, with your email, and we went from 4 times 2 times 4 is 8. So now we went to 8 times. So basically, if you start from your ad and double, going to your landing page and double, going to your email autoresponder and doubling email your offers, basically you 8x'd your close rate. So now you got 8 times the amount of income coming in. What does that look like in real numbers? If you're making $1,000, for example, from your existing funnel, okay, and you used this optimized strategy, okay, you optimized your funnel, you just multiplied it with this 8 times. You just increased your income by 8 times, 800%. Do you understand what we just did? We took $1,000 income and we showed you how to create a 6-figure a year income, all on autopilot, and doing this by 10 to 15 hours a week, like maybe 2 or 3 hours a day. You're still working your day job. You don't have to quit that, but you just did this part-time. Let me ask you a question. What would it take for you to increase your income right now 8 times? What would it take for you to increase your income 8 times right now? Go ahead and type in the comments. Let me know. What would you have to do? Right? What would you have to do in your job? Go ahead and type. Let me know. I remember I told you I love interaction, right? What is it? Maybe work more hours? I don't know if you can even work that many hours because you have to sleep, right? Or get a second job. Well, that's just like putting in more hours, basically, right? I mean, you only can work so many hours. Trust me, I know people who try to work 24 hours. They can only do it for so long. You know, basically, I see people saying, "Oh, I can't. It's impossible." You know, or I can't do it legally. You can't do it legally. Well, let me ask you this: how different would your life be if you could multiply your income by 8 times right now? How different would your life be if you could 8x your income right now? How different would your day be? How would you wake up in the morning if you could multiply your income by 8 times? Now, this month, I'm talking right now. Would you wake up at the same hour? Would you drive the same car? Would you live in the same house? Would you take the same trips? You know what I'm saying? Would your life be any different? Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. So we talked about build, we talked about optimize. Let's talk about scale. Now, this is where I'm going to show you some math, okay? And this is extremely simple. I was going over this, and even my daughter who's in 4th grade can understand it. So follow me here, okay? Follow me. I'm going to show you how to basically design your income with 4 pieces of data, okay? 4 pieces of data are this: cost per lead, average lead value, cost per acquisition, and average customer value. Okay, so watch this now. And I know this is brand new, but if you follow the math, right, just follow me on the math, it'll make total sense. Let's say it costs, every time you got a lead, every time someone gave you their email address, it costs you $1.50. And let's say the value of that lead was $5. The cost for every time you got a customer, okay, the cost of that, it costs you $75. But the value, okay, the money you made, the value per customer, the average value is $250. So for example, let's say your total earnings was 1,000, your ad spend was 300, your leads generated was 200 leads. So you generated 200 leads and you made 4 sales, okay? And your goal was to make $5,000 a month. Now, taking this data, okay, I'm going to show you how you can design your own income. So we took that data that I just showed you, okay? Now let's say our goal is 5,000 a month. You're already making 1,000 a month, and let's see what we got to do to increase it to 5,000. Well, number one, how many customers would we need? If you already had, you know, your the number of sales you made was 4 to generate 1,000, then you just gotta multiply that by, you know, 5,000 divided by 250, right? It gives you 20. So you got to make 20 sales. You're making 4 to get 1,000, so now you need 20 sales to make 5,000. Well, how many leads would you need? Well, the leads you generated was 200 to make 1,000, so you just would need 1,000 a month, right? How many leads per day? Well, 1,000 divided by 30, you need 34 leads a day. And what's your daily ad budget? 34, right, times $1.50, right? Because remember, 34 leads a day is $51 a day. So if you follow this, right, look at this. You know exactly what you have to do to engineer that income. It's $51 a day ad spend, generates 34 leads a day, would get you to 5,000, right? Would get you to $5,000. Now, I know that you're probably looking at this and saying, well, I can't spend $34, $51 a day. I understand that. When I got started with $5 a day budget. Okay. Taking $5 a day and putting into ad spend, which is like $150 a month. But you know what I did? I made profit. And I took that profit and reinvested it into the advertising. Okay, I didn't go out to nice dinners. I didn't go buy new fancy toys and bling. I reinvested it into my marketing budget, and I increased my marketing budget because I knew if I could increase it from $5 a day, maybe to $10 a day, okay, I could double my results. And that's exactly what I did. I increased and I was able to scale. And I turned that into I made more money, I made more profit, I reinvested that. I went from $10 a day, to $20 a day. It doesn't take that much. And over time, as you scale, you can take your income from $1,000, for example, and increase it to $5,000. You can 8x your income by following the optimization, and you can engineer your income. If you need to make a certain amount of money by following this formula, you literally can do that. So let's do a quick recap. I showed you how you can earn an income anytime, anywhere, right? Even if you're working on vacation. Honestly, my wife and family and I travel all over the place. And we carry our laptop. Okay, it's not like we don't work. We work, but we work on our terms. How would you like it if you could go and travel to places that you've always wanted to go? Maybe you have a bucket list, right? And you want to go to Asia somewhere. You want to go to Japan or Korea, right? You want to go to Australia. Maybe you want to go across the US, right? You can do that because I showed you I can earn an income anytime, anywhere. Even when you're on vacation, you can work when and where you want. There's no bosses. There's no schedule. You can instantly give yourself a raise. You can automatically, by following the steps I showed you, right, inside of our blueprint, you can give a raise anytime you desire. You can engineer an income you feel you deserve, right? Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror, and I say, you know what, man, you deserve a raise. You've been working hard. You deserve a raise. How would that feel? You can take your business any in the world you want, anytime you want. It's not like you're tied to a geographical location. It's not like you got to be at a certain location. Most businesses, right? A lot of brick and mortar businesses, you got to be there. You got to be there or the business isn't going to run. Trust me, I was there. I did that before. But with this, I've never seen anything that can touch this, where you can literally take your business with you anywhere in the world. All you need is a laptop and internet connection. There's no ceiling cap in your income. Finally, you can get paid for what you're worth rather than just what your job title or job description is worth. And making money is as simple as clicking send on an email. Once you understand how the autoresponders work and how it automates your communication with your list, you can literally press send and watch the conversions happen and watch the money get transferred into your bank account. And finally have control over your future and be able to live and work, right? Live your life and work on your terms rather than someone else's. Now follow me here. Okay, stick with me and do this exercise. Okay, follow this exercise with me. Imagine you could wake up in the morning and you not have to wake up to that alarm clock. You wake up when you felt rested. Imagine that you could wake up and start your day maybe 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. And you could be at your dream location. Maybe you want a house on the beach. Maybe you want a house in the, on the ridge. You have this beautiful view. And maybe you want to wake up with your significant other next to you, and you wake up and you go downstairs and you can cook breakfast, and you have breakfast on the lanai, and the birds are chirping, the sun is shining, and it's nice cool breeze. And then you can do whatever you want during the day. You want to go shopping. Maybe at the spur of the moment, you say, you know what, let's just take a trip. Like my wife and I, my daughter, we just, every once in a while, we just say, you know what, let's just go to Maui. Let's spend like a few days in Maui, Imagine you could have that. That picture was watching a sunset in the middle of the week, holding hands with my wife and my daughter as we walked on the shore of, that's Ala Moana, right? It's right next to Waikiki Beach. And that's how we live our life. Imagine if that could be you. Let's talk for a second. Let's talk about execution, right? Execution meaning what takes place next, right? What you have to do next, because that's all what it's all about, you know? Now that you know this, the next, you got to take action, right? And what if you had a mentor or coach and basically step by step, click by click tutorials handed you a complete integrated system with a lead generating engine that created a situation where you can earn while you learn? Would that change your life? Would that give you the edge where you can finally make it, where you can finally be able to break through? Having that. Yeah, sure it would. Now, I know there's a part of you. I know there's a part of you that after you've been seeing this, you're thinking, you know, I'm super busy. I got so much stuff going on in my life, right? I got work that's on my case. You know, I got my boss that's writing me. You know, I got bills piling up. You know, I got to get a second job, or maybe you're already working a second job, and you got all these things, and you're wondering, can I do it? I've seen some things before, and you know, I've tried different things, and I've never been able to succeed. And you're thinking, I don't know if I can do this. But there's also another part of you. There's another part of you that knows that this is the answer you've been looking for, that finally you found something. There's a other part of you that knows that you want to accomplish more in life, and that you have this leadership in you. You have this winner inside of you, that inside you have this entrepreneur burning spirit, that you know that you are here for a reason. And that part of you knows that you want to take action. And then once you do that, you know that once you do that, you're going to feel that you're on the journey and the right path to success. So you have the opportunity. You have the opportunity through our Fast Start program called the Digital Affiliate Marketing Career Blueprint. Through this blueprint, you can get started online with an online business and build a digital affiliate marketing career with our blueprint. And here basically is what you get. You get with the DAMC blueprint. You get with module 1, you get a proprietary coaching introduction. Basically, you get to go through a process where you're going to get an introduction. Then there's a deep dive questionnaire where you can actually go through, and through a video series, you're going to be actually be able to go through a deep dive questionnaire where you're going to go and be able to really figure out what it is that you want and how you're going to get there. And from there, we're going to go through a business planning session. We're going to break down step by step on how this works, what the blueprint will give you, how this whole thing is put together, and how you part-time on the side can start a digital affiliate marketing career, build it part-time on the side to build basically a job replacing income coming in that'll give you choice and give you options in life. And module 4 is basically a live one-on-one proprietary coaching call. And this call is where you can get live one-on-one with somebody, like a person who has actually gone through the steps, gone through training, and done it and built it. And basically analyze where you're at and help map out that strategic game plan for you to get started. And that's maybe about 30, 45-minute call. This is probably one of the biggest things here for you. Quick quote. It's from my wife. It's really great to work with the person you love, by the way. Kara says, our ability to have a high-tech and high-tech system has allowed us to connect with thousands of people from all over the world and help them get started in their own high-profit digital affiliate career. We've been doing this for years. We know exactly how this works. We got this thing so dialed in. I mean, I just can't explain it. It's so dialed in. It's not your fault. I want you to know that it's not your fault. Up until this point, it really hasn't been your fault because you didn't know, right? How do you know what you don't know? You don't. You don't know. But now you do, right? So up until this point, it hasn't been your fault. Whatever situation you're in, whatever it's good or bad, whatever it is, where you are is not your fault, right? You don't have a freedom. You don't have financial freedom, right? You're still working that job. You're not retired. It's not your fault because you didn't know. But now you do. So it would behoove you. Let me talk about this word behoove. I first heard about this when I joined the Army. One of the drill sergeants would be yelling at us, it would behoove you, private, to move faster. Well, behoove in this situation, now you have, it's a duty. It's your duty or responsibility to do something because now you know, right? And you can't unsee what you've seen. Now, as a bonus for getting started, I'm going to give you our online digital experts program. Basically, this is a full-blown training course, right? I'm going to teach you in the funnel setup, basically how to build your own funnel, how to get your own domain and host your domain and upload a WordPress and creating your own custom email addresses. I'm going to show you how to integrate like that tool Leadpages, where you can create your own custom, squeeze page and landing pages, and how to integrate with that with your own autoresponder like GetResponse. I'm going to show you how to set that whole thing up. And then from there, we're going to show you how to leverage Facebook and create a profile, business profile on Facebook, through a custom built fan page. I'm going to show you how to season that fan page and get likes, basically get likes and followers from all over the world and create a following on Facebook in a business setting, not your personal page, right? I'm going to show you how to navigate through your ads manager and, show you the ins and outs of video marketing, video editing, setting up your own Facebook ad, tracking your metrics. And as another bonus, I'm going to show you these free marketing strategies with blogging and setting up your blog and leveraging YouTube, for example, inside of your blog. YouTube and video marketing. I'm going to show you how to use keywords like I showed you in Google, the Google AdWords and the keywords, and SEO ranking, how to rank in the SEO world with the search engines, and really cool ninja marketing strategies as a bonus. All this is huge. This is huge. You're going to get this free as a bonus. Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. It is so true. He knows if you don't have a way to make money while you sleep, honestly, the only option you have is to keep working until you die. So again, here's what you're going to get. Here's what you're going to get today. You're going to get the Project Make It Happen Fast Start program, PMH Fast Start program. You're going to get, again, module 1, coaching call introduction, right? The introduction, $97. $97 value. Deep dive questionnaire, another $97 value, right? Business planning coaching session, another $97 value. We're going to break down and show you the roadmap and everything that's put together. And then you're going to get on your live coaching call with a live coach that's done it already, that's had success, and show you how you can put this thing together, another $97 value. And as a bonus, like I showed you, right, the online digital experts program, where you're going to get the whole funnel setup training, $197 value. Facebook setup, Facebook marketing training, right? $197 setup. The free marketing strategies, right? Ninja free marketing strategies, $97 value. Total value is over $800, close to $900. But you know what? We could charge that because we sell the courses for this much, if not more. We sell the courses. People buy it for that much. But we wanted to make it available to everyone. We wanted to make it available so anyone can get started. So for a limited time, for the next 24 hours, you can get started and get the savings, total savings of over $780. That's an 89% savings. 89% savings. And just for the next 24 hours, and get that bonus for just $99. Just $99 to get started. And remember, I told you, I put that button up. If you don't see the button, refresh your browser or page, but there's a button under the video screen. And by the way, it's 100% satisfaction guarantee, meaning no questions asked. In the next 14 days, if you find that this isn't for you, then I get it. I get it. You know what? We'll just refund your money, and you can keep the bonuses. You get access to that training pretty much forever, right? You can access it whenever you want. Keep the bonuses. It's just $97. Now I want to show you this quick video. Okay, I'm going to play it from here. And I want to show you real people, real success stories, people, clients, people who came in and actually applied the blueprint, that went through and started their own digital affiliate marketing career, followed the blueprint, got results, and changed their lives. So I'm going to play this here, and it's very short, but I want you to see some of these people, because some of those people are actually on the panel, and we're going to come out, and maybe I can bring them on if we have any more time. This is actually before I do some Q&A, or maybe after, but I want to play you this real fast. before the business it was just a rut. We're stuck in the rut. We're stuck in the rat race. I was working 15-hour days, 7 days a week a lot of times, and I was on the road a lot. And we had all the trappings of success. We had the nice house on the ridge, beautiful view of the Pacific Ocean, luxury cars in the driveway. Looked like we had arrived. But definitely on the inside, it was a different story.
I think if Ray kind of didn't stop, we would still be going.
I couldn't see myself becoming a statistic.
I needed to find a way on how I could earn some extra income.
It was tough. And it is embarrassing to say that we were living on credit cards and getting deeper into debt.
As an employee with 2 or 3 jobs, I found out that it wasn't working for me. So I decided that I needed to learn something new. I needed to do something different.
I had a line in the sand moment. I like to call it a line in the sand moment, where I remember coming home one evening. It was about 8:30, just exhausted from the day. And I remember going up to my daughter's crib where she was sleeping, and it just hit me. It just hit me really hard. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. I couldn't remember the last time I really carried her or played with her because I was always gone. That's where I had that line in the sand moment. That's where I realized I couldn't see myself doing that for the next 20 or 30 years. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was 4:30 in the morning. I was in my kitchen getting ready to start another 15-hour workday. And I was drinking my cup of coffee, scrolling through Facebook like everyone does on my phone. And I came across a post that had a link. And I clicked on the link, and it took me to a page where I watched the video. And in this video, I saw ordinary people who were building a business on the internet, and they were making money. They were making thousands of dollars online. That's where I really knew, that's what I wanted. That's the results I wanted to have in my life.
We're always waiting for that one thing that we knew was out there really to help people.
The ironic thing is I didn't know anything about the internet. But, it didn't matter. I dove in, and ever since then, in my own words, I guess we cracked the code, and we put together a system.
I knew that this was going to help us.
It not only gives you the plan, it gives you the tools that you need. It tells you how to use the tools that you need, and it does a lot of the work for you.
Over time, we've been able to develop the system that takes care of 90% of the learning curve for people.
For us, what makes us different is that we truly care about the people in our business, every single one.
It just blew us away. The system has allowed us to earn, 5 figures a month and teach others.
I know I wouldn't have the life I have. And if you could see what we see, the things that we do, the things that we can accomplish now.
I didn't see retirement at all on the horizon. And everything started just falling into place once I made that decision. And that decision just took a split second for me to decide that this is what I'm going to do. And since I made that decision, everything started just falling into place. Everything's working out for me. And I'm just super grateful to be exactly in the position I'm at right here, right now.
It's the people. It's the culture. You can't train a team to develop the culture. It has to happen on its own.
So we spend a good amount of time also talking with people or visiting them or even one-on-one contact. It's this business is our life, it's our family.
They get welcomed by all the members. It's almost overwhelming. It's not like when first day I started my job, it's not like everyone got out of their chairs and their cubicles and say, "Hey, congratulations, Ray, welcome." It never happened. But that's what happens when people get started every single day. And it's special.
Just go ahead and take action. Your life will never be the same if you take action today.
All right. So let me stop sharing my screen here. Where are we at here? Okay, cool. So my mic here got a little twisted. Okay, I forgot to. I'm going to actually talk about the $5,000 guarantee. It's actually like an assurance program, because actually, you know what? I can only work with people who want to work with us, right? But we basically have this thing sold out in, and we have people with proof. We have basically social proof of people making, hundreds of dollars a day, thousands of dollars in a day. That if you follow us, right, and you just basically it talks about the details are actually inside of the coaching process. But basically, I'm saying to participate in that guarantee, that $5,000 guarantee, you have to get started. That's the first step. Okay. And a lot of it is explained inside of the coaching, the proprietary coaching process. So that said, I want to bring out some of the people on here who might have some time to share on it. So who wants to come out? I got some panelists on here. Hey, Lynn.
Hey. Hey, my name is Lynn Ventura. I'm actually from Hawaii. You know what? The reason why Dan and I got started, you ever heard the term where people living paycheck to paycheck? Well, Dan and I, we live paycheck to credit card. We're just drowning in debt, and finding this blueprint, it was a life raft for us. And let me give you a short story. I used to be in retail, right? I used to work in retail. And retail, you work a lot of hours during holidays. And I'm going to tell you, I missed my mom's last Thanksgiving. And I remember telling Dad, you know what? I'm not going to miss my dad's last Thanksgiving. So we were able to make my dad's last Thanksgiving, the both of us. And, we took him to a all-you-could-eat crab buffet. And what is so special about that for me is, when I was a little girl, he would peel crab legs for me. I had the opportunity to peel crab legs for him on Thanksgiving. And I was really grateful. My dad, he had Alzheimer's. I remember one day Dan's sister asking me, she wanted to see him because she had heard he was in hospice. That same day, I was able to take her to see him. And as we walked through that door, he had that huge grin on his face. And I knew why. He recognized her, and he also recognized me. Now, when we're about to leave, he had called me to his bedside. He called me to thank me. And I knew exactly what he meant. At that time, Dan had already retired me from the retail business. Can you imagine if I missed it? Because you know what? He was in hospice, and that was the last time he recognized who I was. This blueprint opportunity gives us so much things. We're able to travel. We're here in Vegas. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm here with my 2 daughters, my adult daughters, and Dan. And the last time we were together, the 4 of us, was exactly 2 years ago. So this is a very special moment for me. This week, these 10 days is going to be very special for me. But let me hand you over to Dan.
Hey, what's up, guys? Dan Ventura, and man, let me just tell you this. Today, I live life on my terms, right? I quit my job. I retired from my job. I was working 50 to 60 hours a week. It felt like I was behind the 8 ball every single day. I don't know if you know that feeling. Man, I just felt like I wasn't getting ahead. I was just stuck. My job, working those kind of hours, it was like a wedge between me and Lynn. It was just tearing our relationship apart. And this blueprint, it just came at the right time for us. And it really totally transformed my life. I mean, man, you know, I get to live life on my own terms. I don't have to wake up to an alarm clock. You know, I've been here away from my home for about 10 days now. I think maybe even, no, 2 weeks now, and I'm going to be gone for another week. And, you know, we've been able to use this blueprint step by step. And, you know, we've been able to travel to different places, to multiple places. And, man, just imagine that, living life on your own terms. And I can do that. No alarm clock, no boss. I get up when my eyes open, and, you know, I get to spend my time with people I care about. And, you know, we get to do things together. And that is just a totally awesome feeling to have. But that's all I got. Thank you for having me on, Ray. Really appreciate it.
So we just had a retirement party, for Dan. He actually retired. I don't know when was that? A few weeks ago. So we picked him up in a stretch limo. Whole bunch of us, a whole crowd of us, and we're chanting "Freedom, freedom" as he walked out of your job for the last day. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. All right, cool, man. Thanks for coming out, guys. Who's next? Kyle.
What's up, Ray? I'm gonna jump on. Just say my little piece for. I think I'll hand it over to Nate after. My name is Kyle. For those of you guys that don't know who I am, just a little backstory of myself. I'll kind of keep it short. I've been a mechanic for going on 20 years already. After I graduated high school, I had a counselor come up to me and ask me, "Oh, what is it that you want to do after high school?" And I told her, honestly, I don't really know. But she told me, "Oh, you better go to school. You better get a good job. You know, so what is it that you want to do? Pick a career." You know how you fill out this form and kind of tells you based on their analytics that, oh, you should go through this field. So that's kind of how I got jumped into automotive. Honestly, I just kind of randomly picked it. So I went to college, got my degree, and started working for various dealerships. It was fun. The journey was okay. I didn't realize that this was going to turn into a career and I was going to be stuck doing it this long. I wasn't on my plan from the very beginning. So after a few dealerships I was working for, I kind of got burnt out and I got really tired of it all. And the last dealership I ended up working for, I guess they ran out of money, whatever. We all got laid off. It was kind of pretty miserable. I lost my job. I was collecting unemployment for a while. I was struggling, trying to pay bills, things like that. So I would say that's probably one of the low points in my life. So I was really looking to get out of that situation, and I didn't want to have that happen to me again. I wanted to have more control. So I've been where you guys are. I've been sitting on a webinar just like how you're doing right now. And I was given the same exact opportunity. And, I really didn't have anything else to lose. I'm pretty much at the lowest that I could ever be. So I really dove in. And, when I got started, the same exact thing with everybody else. And I'm going to just kind of speak for me that all I had to do was copy and apply everything that I saw, which I thought was kind of weird because in high school, that's kind of how I graduated. I just copied everyone else, their test and whatnot. So when I found a business or an opportunity that all I had to do was copy, I was like, oh, I'm in. That's my strength. That's how I graduated high school and college practically. So yeah, so that's basically my secret. That's all I did. I just applied myself, went through whatever training was given to me. I was an open book. I absorbed all the information and I just applied it. And now I'm sitting here today. I have a thriving business that's on the internet that makes me some residual income, which is awesome. I mean, I can kind of pretty much almost do everything that I want to do when I want. I don't have to stress so much because now I have that control. Like I can control everything more than relying on a specific boss to tell me what to do, or I have to clock in someplace, or I have to be here, or I even have to ask permission to go on vacation. Like I have more control in life. And when you have more control in life, you'll be able to make more decisions and not have any authoritarian, dictate what you can and cannot do. So that's kind of my backstory, my story for what it is and where I came from. But thanks, Ray, for having me on.
All right, cool, Kyle. And you want him to click the button, right?
Oh, definitely click the button.
Take action, right? All right. All right, man, cool. Nate, what's up, boss?
What's going on? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, man.
I'm out on the porch, so there's probably lots of crickets and stuff out here, but yeah, great presentation, Ray. Enjoyed the information. I hope everybody was able to soak up the amazing information that was presented. And it's you know, the way Ray laid it out, that's exactly what affiliate marketing, that's exactly what this skill can provide. So, sorry, I got a mosquito on me. But you know, my story is a little bit different. Mine's actually I relate a lot to Ray when I met him online, actually, and I was established. I had went through some networking and had tried to run my own marketing company. This is actually back in around 2006 or around 2000, I guess around 2005. And I had actually owned a traditional business, and I had been in some networking type of opportunities and actually made some money, but also failed miserably. And I had gotten into the self-development field and gotten into sales. And so through my journey, I'd actually become successful, and I was in medical sales. And I had kind of a line in the sand moment similar to Ray, where, you know, I was able to achieve what most people would call the American dream, or, you know, on the outside had made it, but was really struggling as far as time freedom, also as well as spending time with the family and just doing the things that I enjoyed, because work was always, you know, was always there. So, you know, I actually started searching for opportunities to be able to learn how to do this type of skill, how to create, you know, passive residual income on the internet. And I'd stumbled across a couple different webinars. Some of them had, you know, had piqued my interest. But at the same time, there's always this thing in the back of my head. I was always kind of like, you know, yeah, can that really be? And so it was when, you know, I saw this blueprint and saw how everything kind of fit together. I just, you know, I was kind of like, you know, what do you got to lose? $99. I clicked the button, you know, I got started. I jumped in, I went through the training process and actually just dove in and got involved in the process. And I found out, just like Ray said, a lot of people can overcomplicate this, but when you have the right information, when you have the right coaching, you have the right mentors, you know, just following the steps. And like Kyle said, you know, it is kind of weird. You kind of just copy things that have already been proven, which I know seems foreign to most people who've came through maybe school or college education type systems, but that's as simple as it is. So, you know, it's just all a matter of taking action, sticking to it, and actually jumping in. So, you know, I would encourage you, if you feel, you know, I can tell this is it, you know, click that orange button, join right now, fill out the info. We look forward to working with you on the inside. We look forward to welcoming you to the community. And I can't encourage you more. So click the button, get started. We look forward to seeing you on the inside.
Thanks, buddy, man. Appreciate you. Good to see you, man.
You bet.
And my beautiful wife, Kara.
Hi, everyone. How's it going? Hanging out with my daughter today. We are in Hawaii, actually, and it is a beautiful day here. But I am really excited for all of you that are going to get started in this business. You know, my story is just about time, and I needed time, because just like all you other women out there, and, you know, men that, you know, have kids and your job and everything, it's like you just don't have time. You can make all the money you want to, you can do all the things that you want to do, but if you don't have time to live your life, you'll find at some point you'll look back and you'll tell yourself, gosh, why didn't I do blank? You know? And we just didn't want to do that. You know, I thank my husband for really starting this and touching so many people's lives, and we're super excited. For us, we've been blessed, and, you know, with careers and doing things and helping people. But now, that's all we want to do. We want to help you. We want to help you with this blueprint that you're able to change your life. And everybody can do it. You can do it. You're the one, right? Because we want to be on the beaches with you. We want to be hanging out with you. We want to see you retire like these people. have. So you know what? Click the button below, join us, and we'll see you on the other side. Ain't it great?
Alrighty. Thanks, Sam, for coming out. I'm actually in Vegas. I had some business over here. Met some of the some people. We're doing some. We're actually doing some really great projects. Working some great projects. So I was up here, and I'll be flying back here in a couple of days. Flying back to Hawaii. But when I land, okay, check this out. When I land, we're heading straight out to the Marriott on the Ko'olina side. So it's on the other side of the island to this resort for the week. And you know what's really cool is that my business doesn't skip a beat. It keeps running and running and running. You know, commissions keep flowing in, and that's what's so powerful, right? The digital affiliate marketing career blueprint teaches you exactly how to do that, right? And if you saw, right, if you saw the offer, okay, you can get started, and the value was close to $900. It was over $800 in value that you're going to get. Discounted, right? Discounted, I believe, was like over $700, right? 600 something dollars, 89% savings, because we want to make it available for everyone. We want to make it available for everyone to be able to get started. And the bonuses that you get, literally, that I paid for when I got started, right, cost me close to $1,000 to get that training that I am actually giving to you free that you can keep. I mean, there's really no excuse not to actually get started, you know, and really it's the proprietary coaching process that we're going to take you that really separates this. And it's there to help you map out a game plan. So I encourage you to click the button, get started, take action, and man, just start. Now, I said I was going to give away an Amazon gift card. So in the emails that were being sent out, all right, I asked you to give me a couple answers. Right? Give me an answer on a question. So I had actually my moderator, one of my moderators before, go through that, and we picked a name to give that card out to. So let's see. Let me go and find that message here. So the person is, I think it's, where is it? I think it's Justine Johansson. Justine Johansson. So cool. All right. So congratulations. You win the card. So we get that out to you. We got your email. So we just send it to you in the email. Other than that, awesome. Awesome. So in the beginning, I said I was going to show you how to start your own highly profitable digital affiliate marketing career without having to quit your job and without having to be techie. And I showed you exactly that. I also showed you how to basically engineer your income and be able to basically scale it 8 times. So basically 8x your income. And I showed you that. I showed you how you can build this part-time on the side and make more money in 10 to 15 hours a week than most people are making working 40 to 60 hours a week. And I showed you that. And then I showed you how you can literally work from anywhere in the world you choose with just your laptop and an internet connection, what we call the laptop lifestyle. Just having your laptop connect to the internet and basically run your business and have an income stream coming in every single day. I showed you how to do that. And then I showed you how you can literally work on your terms, where you're not tied to location. You're not working a 9 to 5 on a schedule. You can dictate the time you want to work. It's not that you don't work, right? This is not the do nothing, make money. This is the thing where you start an online career and you learn how to leverage the internet and have the internet work for you rather than you work for it. I showed you the tools that you can use with Leadpages and GetResponse, and the bonus training that we're including that shows you exactly how to connect the dots. And we have the community of support. And the bonuses are only there for the next 24 hours. I saw some people making some comments. I saw some questions coming in. Can I get the bonus? You know, I'm trying to get started. I'm clicking the button now to make my payment $99 and it's not going through. I totally get it. If you're having trouble doing that, just email support. support, or just reply to that email. Reply to that email that you got, the initial email with the link to get here. Okay. Just email them saying, you're having some trouble, and they'll work with you. It's not like a hard cut, but honestly, we only can make the bonuses available. And you get that basically for life. You get that forever. You get access to that. Even if you decide this is not for you, right? You have 14 days, 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't feel this is for you, then we'll give you your money back. You can keep the bonuses. But honestly, I'm very confident that you're going to go through this, because it's a no-brainer. Guys, it's a no-brainer. Go ahead, get started. And don't forget about the guarantee, right? The $5,000 assurance program. Guys, we got this thing so dialed in. I mean, again, it behooves you to take action. It behooves you at this point, because of what you know, and you can't unsee what you saw, to go out and make it happen for you and your family. Other than that, look forward to working with you. Let's go out and make it happen. Have a great evening. Ain't it great?